May I audible? So today's topic is anterior compartment of leg. You already see this lumbar flexus and there is formation of this sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerve arise from this L4, L5, S1, S2 and S3. So it has a component, tibial component and common peroneal component. Tibial component lies medially and common peroneal component lies laterally. So tibial component is supply these muscles of thigh or the back of thigh muscles. Already you learned previous lecture hamstring compartment. So hamstring compartment, all hamstring muscles is arise from the ischial tuberosity and is supplied by this tibial component of the sciatic. Now what about this common peroneal component? Common peroneal component it supply this only the short head of this bicep femoris. So it is short muscles and it is not including in hamstring compartment. So now we further see the subdivision of this tibial and common peroneal nerve. You see this diagram, tibial now further supply this back of these leg muscles. So these leg muscles are including this gastrocnemius, popliteus, plantaris, soleus, tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus, flexor hallucis longus. These are the posterior component of this leg muscles. It supplies the tibial nerve, including this back of thigh muscles and back of leg muscles. You see this tibial component supply this all posterior component, including thigh and leg. But common peroneal nerve is further divided into this superficial peroneal nerve and deep peroneal nerve. You see this deep peroneal nerve, it supplies the anterior compartment of leg. This anterior compartment including this tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, extensor hallucis longus and peroneus tertius. It is supplied by this deep peroneal nerve. It is branch of this common peroneal nerve. Now superficial peroneal nerve it runs and supply the peroneal compartment or the lateral compartment of these leg muscles. This lateral compartment contains this peroneal longus and peroneal brevis. Also name is given this fibular longus and fibular brevis muscles. It supply the lateral compartment or superficial peroneal nerve. It is the branch of this common peroneal nerve. So these are the nerve supply of this leg muscles. So today we learn anterior compartment and lateral compartment. Now first, what clinical case? First, patient come with this foot drops. So why this develop the foot drops? With the condition, the individual takes his or her toes on the ground as her or his is during this walking. So this clinical condition name is given this foot drops. Patients are unable to do dorsiflexion. So what is the dorsiflexion? And which muscle are do the dorsiflexion? So foot drops in case of this paralysis of this dorsiflexor and everter muscles. So majority of this anterior compartment and lateral compartment are do everter and anterior compartment are do dorsiflexion. So if there is paralysis of this anterior compartment of leg muscles and lateral compartment of this leg muscles, there is clinical condition is name is given this foot drops. So foot drops is mainly occur by this damage of this common peroneal nerve. You see this common peroneal nerve, it is lateralized terminal part of this sciatic nerve. It passes just near this head of this fibula and here it gives two terminal branch, deep peroneal nerve and superficial peroneal nerve. डीप पेरोनियल नर्व किसको सप्लाई कर रही थी? You see, these are the common peroneal nerve. It passes just near the head of fibula and it gives the two branches. This one are the superficial peroneal nerve. It supply this peroneal longus and brevis. These two are the lateral compartment of these muscles or fibular compartment. And deep peroneal nerve, it passes through this interosseous membrane and supply the anterior compartment of legs. So any damage of this common peroneal nerve to injury, it led to this damage of this anterior compartment and lateral compartment. Either fractures of this neck of fibula, lateral injury on the lateral side of the knee joint, plaster on the leg, and hard plaster compress the nerve at the neck of fibula. This clinical condition are developed foot drops. So common peroneal nerve is injured due to the either fractures of neck of fibula or lateral injury on lateral side of knee joint. During this plaster on the leg, if there is a hard plaster, it may lead to this compress the nerve at the neck of fibula and it led to this compression of this common peroneal nerve and there is damage of this both superficial and deep peroneal nerve. So there may be paralysis of this anterior compartment. Also name is given this extensor compartment and lateral compartment or peroneal compartment are paralysis. So prevention should be taken during this plaster, hard plaster to prevent this compression of this nerve at the neck of fibula. Cotton can be put to avoid it. So dorsiflexor and everter of this foot are paralyzed, so lead to these foot drops. So this clinical condition are come if there is a paralysis of this anterior compartment and paralysis of this lateral compartment of this foot. एंटीरियर कंपार्टमेंट की एक्शन है डोर्सीफ्लेक्सर एंड लेटर कंपार्टमेंट की एक्शन है इवर्टर ऑफ दिस फुट. Both peroneus longus and brevis are helping everter of this foot. Why? So we learn one by one. So first you should know about this surface landmark of this anterior compartment of leg. You see this diagram. So these one are the number one are the tibial tuberosity. Here insertion of this ligamentum patella. Laterally, this bulging part are the back of leg muscles. These are the gastrocnemius and soleus. This fourth one are the anteriorly border of this tibia or the sign of this tibia. This one are the S-shaped curve. This 9 number represent the surface landmark are the tibialis anterior. This one are the 10 number are the fibula longus or peroneus longus muscles. This one are the lateral malleolus, this one are the medial malleolus, and this tendon represent as a anterior compartment of leg muscles. Now we learn by one muscles. Now surface landmark of this dorsum of this foot. Here you can see this are the superior extensor retinaculum. This Y-shaped band are the inferior extensor retinaculum. This 6 number represent are the tibialis anterior muscles. These are the tendon of this tibialis anterior muscles. Fourth one are represent are the extensor hallucis muscles. You see these are the it inserted the great toe. So this tendon are represent as the extensor hallucis longus. This sixth one represent as the tendon of this tibialis anterior. This fifth one here you can palpate the pulsation of this dorsalis pedis artery. See this dorsalis pedis artery, you can palpate the here between this medial malleolus and lateral malleolus at the dorsum of this foot. So these are the dorsalis pedis artery are the nothing but continuation of this anterior tibial artery. So here you can palpate the pulsation of this dorsalis pedis artery. Now number 3 represent this tendon. These three are the flexor digitorum longus because they are inserted into this 4 digit. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 3 number are represent the extensor digitorum longus. Why this name is given? Because are inserted into distal phalanx of the 4 digit. This muscles का नाम क्या दिया था? Extensor hallucis longus because it inserts into the great toe, helix or the great toe. So name is given this extensor hallucis longus. Why name is given this longus? Because it inserts into the distal phalanx. If it is inserted near the proximal phalanx, तो this muscle का नाम दिया है extensor hallucis brevis. You see these muscles are the extensor hallucis brevis. It inserts near the proximal phalanx. And hallucis longus insertion at the distal phalanx. So these muscles are the dorsum of this foot. This muscle are longus are the anterior compartment of leg muscle. So this they represent at the success landmark of this dorsum of this foot. Now we see first compartment of this leg. Here superficial fascia, deep fascia and bone. Deep fascia it enter through this intermuscular septa and divide into this different group of these muscles at the anterior compartment, lateral compartment and back of leg or posterior compartment of these muscles. So tibia it lies medially, fibula is lies laterally, bone. In between there is an intermuscular septa or interosseous membrane. Anterior compartment have 4 muscles. This one first name is given this tibialis anterior muscles. This one are the tibialis anterior. Second one are the extensor hallucis longus. This one are the extensor digitorum longus. And fourth one are the peroneus tertius muscles. And neurovascular bundle including this anterior compartment are the anterior tibial artery and deep peroneal nerve. So anterior tibial artery, it is the terminal branch of this popliteal artery and it supply the anterior compartment of leg muscles. And deep peroneal nerve, this one are the terminal branch of this common peroneal nerve. This common peroneal nerve are the terminal branch of this sciatic nerve. So all group of these muscles anterior compartment is supplied by the deep peroneal nerve and blood vessels are the anterior tibial artery because it's run into the anterior compartment. So name is given this anterior tibial artery. If it is run in posterior compartment, then this artery का नाम दिया है posterior tibial artery. और वहाँ पे posterior compartment में कौन सी नर्व थी? बैक ऑफ लेग को सप्लाई कर रही थी. Give in chat. Give the answer in chat. At the back of leg muscle, it's supplied by which nerve? Okay, tibial nerve. Good, good, very good. So tibial nerve, it is branch of this posterior compartment of serous. Good. So posterior compartment of this leg muscles, it including this. More superficial, there is a gastrocnemius. Deep, there is a soleus muscles and plantaris. Then another deep muscles, there is a flexor digitorum longus, flexor hallucis longus. और उसके भी डीप में है tibialis posterior muscles. So this group are the back of leg muscles. It innervated by this tibial nerve and blood vessels are the posterior tibial artery. So this one are the division of this anterior compartment and posterior compartment. So anterior compartment में कौन सी nerve है? Deep peroneal nerve. और कौन सी artery है? Anterior tibial artery. Posterior compartment में कौन सी nerve है? Tibial nerve and artery है posterior tibial artery. Now lateral compartment. It just lateral to the fibula. So also name is given this fibular compartment or peroneal compartment. Here there is only 2 muscles, peroneus longus and peroneus brevis. उसकी नाव सप्लाई कौन सी थी? पेरोनियल कंपार्टमेंट की. Give answer in chat. Okay. Superficial peroneal nerve. It is branch of this कॉमन पेरोनियल नर्व। तो कॉमन पेरोनियल के दो ब्रांच है, डीप डीप पेरोनियल नर्व एंड सुपरफिशियल पेरोनियल नर्व. Superficial peroneal nerve supply the peroneal compartment or tubular compartment. Also name is given this lateral compartment of leg. Here there is a two muscles, peroneus longus and brevis. So इसकी जो nerve supply है superficial peroneal nerve और जो artery है peroneal artery. So these are the anterior, posterior, medial and lateral relation of this leg. Now we learn about this extensor compartment. So extensor compartment for the front of leg. This region in between this interosseous membrane and this fascia of this leg, it contains these extensor muscles. First tibialis anterior muscles, second extensor hallucis muscles, third one there is a anterior tibial artery, deep peroneal nerve, extensor digitorum longus, and peroneus tertius. So these one are the content of this extensor compartment or the front of leg. Also name is given this anterior crural region or anterior compartment of leg or extensor compartment of leg. This region intervenes between this interosseous membrane and the deep fascia of the leg and is bounded medially by the extensor surface of the tibia and laterally by the extensor surface of fibula and anterior intermuscular septum. ये उसके कंटेंट है. So pneumonic you should be remember the hospital are never dirty place. It from medial to lateral. So most medially concerned tendon था at the okay tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus. ध का मतलब है tibialis anterior, हॉस्पिटल का मतलब है एक्सटेंसर हेल्यूसियस लॉन्गर. ये आपको बोलना नहीं है तो हॉस्पिटल आर नेवर डर्टी प्लेस. आपको बोलना है tibialis anterior, एक्सटेंसर हेल्यूसियस लॉन्गस. आर का मतलब है आर्टरी, एंटीरियर टिबियल आर्टरी. नेवर का मतलब है नर्व, डीप पेरोनियल नर्व. डर्टी का मतलब है डिजिटोरम. कौन सा कंपार्टमेंट है? एक्सटेंसर कंपार्टमेंट है, इसलिए वो मसल्स का नाम दिया एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस. प्लेस का मतलब है पेरोनियस टर्शियट. एंड लास्ट में दिस आर द कंटेंट ऑफ दिस एक्सटेंसर कंपार्टमेंट. टर्शियट के बाद दूसरे दो मसल्स आएंगे पेरोनियस लॉन्गस एंड ब्रेविस. वो आएंगे लेटरल कंपार्टमेंट ऑफ लेग. सो दिस आर द रिलेशन एट द medial to lateral. Now at the leg में you see the dermatome. You see this anterior compartment of this leg and dorsum of this foot in innervate by this area. Medial area is supplied by this saphenous nerve. किसकी ब्रांच है saphenous nerve? Write down in chat. Saphenous nerve it is branch of this nail. Okay, femoral nerve. It is branch of this femoral nerve. So any damage the common peroneal nerve, this area is including saphenous nerve are not damaged. Okay. So touch, pain, temperature sensation is present in this area if there is a common peroneal nerve are damaged. So what is the importance of this dermatome or the cutaneous innervation? So you can easily access by this which neurovascular bundle are involved. So posterior division of this femoral nerve, which a branch is saphenous nerve, it supply this L4 segment of this spinal segment. Whole area of this medial side of this leg is innervated by this saphenous nerve. Laterally, upper half it innervated by this lateral cutaneous nerve of calf. वो किसके branch है? Lateral cutaneous nerve of calf. It is branch of, write down in chat. Okay, lumbar 9, plexus, lumbar plexus 9. Lateral cutaneous nerve of calf. It is cutaneous branch of this common peroneal nerve. Common peroneal nerve की जो branch है, terminal branch है, cutaneous branch are the lateral cutaneous nerve. So lateral cutaneous nerve of calf, superficial peroneal nerve. It is also the terminal branch of this cutaneous branch of this common peroneal nerve and deep peroneal nerve. This is also the terminal or cutaneous branch of this common peroneal nerve. What is the sural nerve? Sural nerve किसकी branch है? Tibial. Okay. देखो पास में यहाँ पे आंसर लिखे ही है, आपको ये देख के भी बोल सकते हैं. Saphenous nerve is a branch of posterior division of femoral nerve. Lateral cutaneous nerve of calf and superficial peroneal nerve and the deep peroneal nerve is a branch of common peroneal nerve. Sural nerve is a branch of tibial nerve. अगर यहाँ पे कॉमन पेरोनियल नर्व डैमेज हो गई है तो कौन से एरिया इफेक्ट होंगे? राइट डाउन इन चैट विच एरिया, विच आर द स्पेयर. सो लेटरल cutaneous nerve of calf इन्वॉल्व होगा, देन दिस एरिया सुपरफिशियल पेरोनियल नर्व भी इन्वॉल्व होगा एंड डीप पेरोनियल नर्व का पार्ट भी इन्वॉल्व होगा. ओनली सुरल नर्व आर नॉट डैमेज, दिस एरिया आर रिमेन present. If they touch temperature sensation are spared. Because of this, only common peroneal nerve are damaged. So this area of this leg are sensation is lost. Sural nerve, it is branch of this tibial nerve. So there is no effect on the tibial nerve. So sural nerve is spared. So this practice of this pin is left as a tense, touch, pain and temperature sensation. And this area is spared because it is supplied by this second nerve now. Second nerve now it is branch of femoral nerve. So only this L4 area and S1 area are remain spared. Rest of this area L5 superficial peroneal nerve area and this cleft first and second cleft are the deep peroneal nerve. It damaged. Here there is a touch, pain, temperature sensation are lost. So these are the importance of this nerve network and cutaneous nerve. The cutaneous nerve is innervated by this. This area is innervated by the infrapatellar nerve. Medially, it's innervated by this saphenous nerve, branch of this femoral nerve. Laterally, this area is innervated by this lateral cutaneous nerve of arm, calf, and superficial peroneal nerve. This area is innervated by the deep peroneal nerve. Only little area का जो part है it innervated by the sural nerve. This branch of this tibial nerve. So these are the importance of this cutaneous innervation. The superficial vein. What is importance of this superficial vein? Anyone write down in which are the surgical process it helpful in during this superficial vein? Intravenous injection. Okay, IV. Transfusion के लिए. Okay. Then which are surgical procedure are done if there is a large amount of this fluid are given for the grafting? Then which are the surgical section? Already you seen this. Okay, venesection. Good, good, very good. Coronary bypass grafting, grafting के लिए भी use है और venesection. So these are the superficial vein are helpful during this intravenous injection or the venesection and also for this grafting. So these are the dorsal venous network at the medially or arise from this great saphenous vein. It passes just medial the calf muscles behind the knee joint and it passes in front of this front of thigh and then into this open into this foramen at the saphenous foramen and then into this deep vein to form femoral. So then it is long course and easily accessed to limit this great saphenous vein. Small saphenous vein it arises from this lateral at the dorsal venous network. Small saphenous vein drain just behind this popliteal fossa. They drain into this popliteal vein and here it are superficial to deep vein. Already you see this popliteal fossa. Here there is a relation रूप के relation में था small saphenous vein. तो small saphenous vein कहाँ तक जा रहा है? popliteal fossa तक ही. उसके बाद वो किसमें चली जाती है? popliteal vein में. popliteal vein है deep vein में और small saphenous vein है superficial vein. So these are the superficial and deep vein of the leg. नाउ सुपरफिशियल वेन के साथ आएगा स्किन, सुपरफिशियल वेन और डीप फेशिया। तो डीप फेशिया का मॉडिफिकेशन है यहाँ पे एक्सटेंसर एंड रेटिनाकुलम एंड divided into superior and inferior extensor retinaculum. So at the extensor compartment there is a two superior and inferior extensor retinaculum. These are the nothing but modification of this deep feature. इसका क्या importance है? Write down in chat. Okay. Modification place tendon. Okay. They are holding the tendon. Okay. Very good. So it maintains the position of this tendon. Name is given this function. Keep the structures of the leg in position. Prevent the tendon from springing medially when foot is inverted. You see, these are the superior extensor retinaculum. These one are the inferior extensor retinaculum. The superior extensor retinaculum, which is attached laterally. This one are the lateral side. This one are the medial side. So laterally, it attaches lower part subcutaneous anterior border of this fibula. Anterior lateral it is attached the fibula. Medially, the retinaculum splits to enclose the tendon of the tibialis anterior and it attaches to the anterior border of tibia above the medial malleolus. तो ये हुआ superior extensor retinaculum. Laterally fibula के साथ अटैच होता है, medially अटैच होता है tibia के साथ. Below medial malleolus. So these are the attachment of this flexor retinaculum. Now deep to this extensor retinaculum. एक्सटेंसर रेटिनाकुलम के डीप में मीडियल टू लेटरल जो टेंडन है वो आपने जो याद रखा था द डॉक्टर द हॉस्पिटल आर नेवर डर्टी प्लेस. द का मतलब है टिबियालिस एंटीरियर. एक्सटेंसर हेलिशियस लॉन्गस, ये कौन सी आर्टरी है? एंटीरियर टिबियल आर्टरी. ये नाउ आएगी डीप पेरोनियल नाउ. उसके बाद ये टेंडन आएगा एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस और ये आएगा पेरोनियस tertius. So these structures are lead to this extensor retinaculum from medial to lateral side. Medial to lateral, the doctor are never, the hospital are never dirty place. The का मतलब tibialis anterior like this. So this one are the structures lead to this extensor retinaculum from medial to lateral. Now peroneal retinaculum, it also deep to this peroneus longus and brevis. You see, these are the muscles. It arises from this lateral compartment at the lateral surface of this fibula. It is two muscles, peroneus longus and peroneus brevis. Peroneus or fibular compartment, also name is given this fibular compartment. So here there is an extensor retinaculum. Name is given this superior and inferior peroneal retinaculum, not the extensor retinaculum. So this peroneal compartment, so name is given this peroneal retinaculum, superior and inferior peroneal retinaculum. Deep to this peroneus longus and brevis. Now muscles of the front of leg, I will show you one by one. Tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus and peroneus tertius. Now origin, insertion, now sublime, action of each muscle. So all are this including the anterior compartment of leg muscles. Name is given this tibialis anterior. So which type of this muscle? Tibialis anterior. So already you learned in general anatomy. Which are the type of this muscle? Tibialis anterior. Write down in chat. Anyone? Multipinnate. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. So it is spindle-shaped multipinnate muscles. It arises from this. कौन सा बोन है? टिबिया है ना? It originates from the upper two-third of the tibia lateral surface of the shaft of tibia. Adjacent interosseous membrane, जो green color का है, this one are the interosseous membrane है. So not only this tibia, it also arise from this interosseous membrane and from the O-line big fascia of upper part of leg. So this one are the tibialis anterior. उसका इंसर्शन है, ये कौन सा पार्ट बोन है, टार्सल एंड मेटाटार्सल. सो बेस ऑफ फर्स्ट मेटाटार्सल और ये वाला है क्यूनिफॉर्म. सो हियर देयर इज ए 3 cuneiform, medial, intermediate and lateral cuneiform and cuboid one. So this one are the insertion of this into infero-medial side of this base of first metatarsal and adjacent medial cuneiform bone. Origin है उसका tibial के कहाँ पे आएगा, upper 2/3 of this lateral surface of shaft of tibia and interosseous membrane and overlying the deep fascia of upper part of leg. Okay. Insertion of the tibialis anterior into the infero-medial side of this base of first metatarsal bone and the adjacent medial cuneiform bone. The pressure of the tendon make the anterior border of tibia rounded. So due to उसका origin यहाँ पे है और उसका insertion first metatarsal पर है. So it make it tibia rounded. Action of this tibialis anterior are the dorsiflexion of the foot at the ankle joint. You see this origin and insertion. These are the tendon of this tibialis anterior, insertion at the here. So when this muscle are contracted, action at the ankle joint. So it helpful by the dorsiflexion of the foot at the ankle joint. दूसरा क्या है, इवर्जन. कैसे होगा इवर्जन, कैसे करेगा, इवर्जन नहीं होगा. Act as an inverter of the foot at the mid-tarsal and subtalar joint. First action है dorsiflexion, not the eversion. Eversion कौन से मसल के साथ, lateral compartment है वो, peroneus longus, peroneus brevis and part of this peroneus tertius. So inversion is done by this tibialis anterior because एक insertion at the medially. इसलिए दूसरा एक्शन क्या आएगा उसका, dorsiflexion, inversion of foot and maintain the medial longitudinal arch of foot acting as a sling from above. जैसे हमने ये जो टेंडन यहाँ से बांध के रखा है उसका इंसर्शन कहाँ पे है, बेस ऑफ फर्स्ट मेटाटार्सल पे एंड मीडियल क्यूनिफॉर्म. तो उसको पकड़ के रखा है मीडियल लॉन्जिट्यूडिनल आर्च को, इसलिए वो एक्ट एज ए स्लिंग फ्रॉम above. It maintain the medial longitudinal arch and inverter of this foot. कौन सा जॉइंट पर होगा इन्वर्टर, राइट डाउन इन चेक, मिड टार्सल एंड सबटेलर जॉइंट. सो मिड टार्सल एंड सबटेलर जॉइंट पे वो आएगा इन्वर्जन एंड डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन एट द एंकल जॉइंट. सो दो जॉइंट पर वो इफेक्ट होता है उसका. डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन करेगा एट द एंकल जॉइंट पे, act as the inverter of the foot at the mid-tarsal and subtalar joint and helping to maintain the medial longitudinal arch of foot acting as a sling from above. Got it? So this one are the tibialis anterior muscle. Sometime asked in exam either tibialis anterior or inverter muscles of foot. तो इन्वर्टर मसल्स में आपको दो मसल्स डिस्क्राइब करना है, tibialis anterior and tibialis posterior. Inversion of this foot. You see this one are the insertion of this tibialis posterior muscles at the base of this first metatarsals and medial cuneiform. ये कौन सी साइड है, medial side. So it maintains this arch at the medial longitudinal arch. So act as a sling action. So it maintains this medial longitudinal arch at the subtalar and mid-tarsal joint पे वो act करेगा inverter. So medially reached मीडियल साइड की ओपन होगी तो बी दैट द इन्वर्टर. लेटर इज आया जाएगी तो दिस वन आर द इन्वर्टर. तो यहाँ पे उसकी एक्शन है इन्वर्टर एंड डोर्सिफ्लेक्सन एक्ट एज ए. Now this तीसरे तीन मसल एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस, एक्सटेंसर डिजिटरम लॉन्गस एंड पेरोनियस डॉर्सस. सबका ओरिजिन इंसर्शन देखो. फर्स्ट है एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस. इसका ओरिजिन है अपर 3/4 ऑफ दिस मीडियल सरफेस ऑफ शाफ्ट ऑफ फिब्यूला. लेटरल ये जो बोन है दिस वन आर द फिब्यूला. मीडियली है टिबिया. इसका ओरिजिन कहाँ से है? फिब्यूला पर से है. अपर 3/4 of the medial surface of shaft of fibula and from a small area of lateral tibial condyle across the superior tibiofibular joint. इस जो थोड़ा पार्ट है this one are the superior tibiofibular joint. It also arises from this interosseous membrane, anterior intermuscular septum and overlying the deep fascia. So this muscle was extensor digitorum longus. एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस जो उसका नाम है उसी तरफ उसका इंसर्शन है. डिजिट एक्सटेंसर कंपार्टमेंट है और उसका इंसर्शन डिजिट में है. 4 डिजिट में. लॉन्गस का मतलब है डिस्टल फेलिंग्स पे उसका इंसर्शन है, इसलिए उसका नाम दिया एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस. सो दिस टेंडन पास विद इन द inferior extensor retiniculum and split into the 4 digital slit for the insertion into the lateral forefoot. So lateral forefoot उसका insertion है. So digital tendon lies superficial to extensor digitorum brevis. So पेरोनियस टर्सर नहीं आएगा बेटा, वो तो 5th मेटाटार्सल में, वो डिजिट में आपको मेटाटार्सल में, ये फेलेंक्स पे इंसर्ट हुआ. So above the metatarsophalangeal joint of the second to fourth toe, you are extensor digitorum longus. ये कौन सी है? phalanx है. 4 डिजिट की distal phalanx. distal phalanx, middle phalanx and proximal phalanx. This one are the metatarsal. 5th metatarsal, 1st metatarsal, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th metatarsal. 3rd के बेस पे कौन सा इंसर्शन था? tibialis anterior and medial cuneiform. A intermediate cuneiform, a lateral cuneiform and cuboid. Navicular, talus and cancellum. These are the tarsal bones. So tibialis anterior insertion था. ये 4 डिजिट में distal phalanx में आएगा extensor digitorum longus insertion and 3 digital slit of the extensor digitorum brevis and from the dorsal digital expansion. So यहाँ पे लॉन्गस का इंसर्शन है, यहाँ पे ब्रेविस का इंसर्शन है. तो दोनों मिलके फॉर्म होता है डोर्सल डिजिटल एक्सपेंशन. उसका एक्शन क्या है? एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस का राइट डाउन इन चैट. एक्सटेंशन किसका एक्सटेंशन करते हैं? ऑफ डिजिट. एक्सटेंशन कैसे होगा? डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन. गुड, वेरी गुड. डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन एंड एक्सटेंशन ऑफ 4 lateral toe. Dorsiflexion. Okay. It exhibits dorsiflexion of ankle joint. So dorsiflex lateral forefoot. Good. Very good. So उसका नाम है, उसी तरह उसका एक्शन भी है. डिजिट में उसका इंसर्शन है, इसलिए वो dorsiflexion of lateral forefoot and dorsiflexion of ankle joint along with this group of these muscles, tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, peroneal dorsal and extensor digitorum muscles. So anterior compartment of leg का जो मसल्स है, सारे मसल्स इंक्लूडिंग करेंगे, साथ में करेंगे डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ एंकल जॉइंट. ओनली दिस मसल एक्सटेंसर डिजिटल लॉन्गस करेगा डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लेटरल फोरफुट. नाउ एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस. तो यहाँ पे है एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस. यू सी दिस एरो आर द एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस. उसका ओरिजिन कहाँ पे है? कौन से टाइप का मसल्स है? ये वाला extensor hallucis longus. Anyone give answer by say. Extensor hallucis longus. Which type of these muscles? General anatomy. वो टिबियालिस एंटीरियर आपने बोला था मल्टीपिनेट है, उसी तरह ये मसल्स है। एनीवन? नोबडी? डोर्सिफ्लेक्स तो करता है। विच टाइप ऑफ दिस मसल? एक्सटेंसर, हेलुसियस, लॉन्गस? हार्ड बाइपिनेट? नहीं, बाइपिनेट unipennate. Good, very good, very good. Unipennate. So it is unipennate muscle. And कहाँ से उसका origin है? Good. Middle 2/4 of the medial surface of shaft of fibula. Medial to the origin of extensor digitorum longus. है ना? ये वाला आपने देखा ना? यहाँ पे extensor digitorum longus का origin है. उसके पास medially fibula पर ही उसका origin है. Middle 2/4 of the medial surface of fibula. It arises from the fibula and adjacent interosseous membrane. Insertion कहाँ पे है? Hallucis longus का. You see this are the कौन सा है? Extensor hallucis longus का insertion. Lower part of leg कहाँ पे? Distal phalanx of big toe. Okay, very good, very good, very good. First phalanx. Okay. So it insertion into the anterior tibial vessel. Lower part of this leg between the tibialis anterior and extensor digital longus and cross in front of anterior tibial vessel and deep peroneal nerve from lateral to medial side. At the base of terminal phalanx of great toe without forming the dorsal expansion. Distal phalanx of great toe. Okay. So यहाँ पे हो गया तीनों मसल्स का इंसर्शन. एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस, एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस, हेलुसियस का इंसर्शन हो रहा है. ग्रेट टो पे एक स्लीव आ गई, वो नाम दिया एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस. यहाँ पे 4 डिजिट को मिला 4 स्लीव, उसका नाम दिया एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस. सो लॉन्गस का मतलब है डिस्टल फेलिंग्स में उसका इंसर्शन है. ब्रेविस का मतलब है प्रोक्सिमल फेलिंग्स. यहाँ पे एक मसल का इंसर्शन आएगा एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस ब्रेविस. यहाँ पे 3 मसल्स की स्लीव फॉर्म होगी एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम ब्रेविस. यहाँ पे एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम एक्सपेंशन फॉर्म होता है, पर यहाँ पे एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस का एक्सपेंशन फॉर्म नहीं होता. सो इट नॉट मेंटेन दिस एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम एक्सपेंशन. उसका एक्शन क्या है एक्सटेंसर हेलुसियस लॉन्गस का? एक्सटेंशन ऑफ phalanx of great toe. एक्सटेंशन करेगा. यहाँ पे एक्सटेंशन आता है प्लांटर फ्लेक्शन एंड डॉर्सी फ्लेक्शन. दो ही एक्शन होती है, इन्वर्जन एंड इवर्टर. एट द एंकल जॉइंट पे डॉर्सी फ्लेक्शन एंड प्लांटर फ्लेक्शन. तो ये भी उसका है. ओके, वेरी गुड. डॉर्सी फ्लेक्स द ग्रेट टो एंड प्रेस द प्लांटर एपोन्यूसिस around the pulley of head of metatarsal bone. Thus, it increases the concavity of medial longitudinal arch. It is also helpful for to maintain the medial longitudinal arch and act as a dorsiflexion of great toe. And along with this, another group of this muscle, it acts as a dorsiflexion of ankle bone. Okay, these one are the action of extensor hallucis longus. Now, last muscles are peroneus tertius. इसका origin है peroneus tertius, lower 1/4 of the medial surface of shaft of fibula, and the origin of the extensor digitorum longus. Continuation below the origin of this extensor digitorum longus. यहाँ पे है above extensor digitorum longus, below आएगा extensor hallucis longus, उसके नीचे आएगा origin of this extensor peroneus tertius. Lower 1/4 of the medial surface of shaft of fibula. Now insertion. Insertion कहाँ पे है? Inside phalanx नहीं मिलेगा. Okay. Fifth metatarsal. You see these are the fifth metatarsal. Okay, good, very good. So insertion of this peroneus tertius at the base of fifth metatarsal. You see these are the base of fifth metatarsal पे insertion आएगा peroneus tertius का. So this one are the peroneus tertius. ओके, ओरिजिन आएगा फिबुला पर, लोअर 1/4 ऑफ दिस मीडियल सरफेस ऑफ शाफ्ट ऑफ फिबुला, इंसर्शन आएगा बेस ऑफ फिफ्थ मेटाटार्सल। ओके, dorsal surface of base of fifth metatarsal bone, it may consider as the fifth tendon of this extensor digitorum longus। कोई ऑथर इसको होता है फिफ्थ टेंडन है एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस का। इसकी एक्शन है डोर्सिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ एंगल जॉइंट, दूसरी कौन सी? ओके, वेरी गुड, इवर्जन, बिग इवर्टर ऑफ दिस फुट। दूसरे कौन सा मसल इवर्ट करता है? इवर्टर ऑफ फुट, बिग इवर्टर है पेरोनेस टॉर्सल। Which are the muscles are eversion? Lateral compartment. Okay, very good, Sagar. Lateral compartment of कौन से muscles है? Lateral peroneus, longus and brevis. So this also name is given this peroneal compartment or fibular compartment. So they are the everter of this foot. So dorsiflexion of ankle joint and big everter आएगा peroneus tertius. everter करेगा lateral compartment of foot, peroneus longus brevis। तो ये हो गया muscles and action of this anterior compartment of leg muscles। Extensor hallucis muscle, dorsiflex the great toe, increase the concavity of medial longitudinal arch, extend the phalanx of great toe, इसके applied है hallux tragus। जब ये muscles का tendon खींच गया तो there is a prominent and great toe arch, name is given this hallux tragus। Extensor hallucis longus, फर्स्ट जो टेंडन दिख रहा है दिस वन आर द tibialis anterior, उसके पास वाला मसल्स है एक्सटेंसर हेलिसियस लॉन्गस। देखो उसका इंसर्शन है डिस्टल फेलिंग्स पे, उसके पास से मसल्स है एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस। ये छोटा मसल से जो बेज ऑफ फिफ्थ मेटाटार्सल पे इंसर्शन है वो है पेरोनियस टर्सियर। ये मीडियली इंसर्शन है इसलिए करता है इवन इन्वर्जन, ये लेटरली इंसर्शन है इसलिए करता है इवर्टर। ओके, गॉट इट। एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस, उसका इंसर्शन डिस्टल फेलेंस के फोर्थ डिजिट में है, और उसके साथ ये जो स्लीव जा रही है ना वो एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम ब्रेविस का है। तो ये क्या फॉर्म हुआ? एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम एक्सपांशन। नेम इज स्लीव, रिमूव फिबुला, व्हाट अबाउट द मसल अटैच्ड टू इट? फिबुला के साथ ओरिजिन है इंट्रोसियस मेम्ब्रेन और वहां से मसल्स के जो ओरिजिन है। So these muscles are attached dorsiflexion ankle joint and lateral foot toe। उसकी applied anatomy है hammer toe because it inserted in this four digit। So there is a clinical condition term name is given this hammer toe। The peroneus tertius muscles, छोटा सा muscle से it arises from the middle surface below the origin of this extensor hallucis longus at the fibula and insertion at the base of fifth metatarsal, so act as a pivoter of foot and dorsiflexion of the ankle। Now dorsum of this foot में जो दो muscles हैं name is given this extensor digitorum brevis and extensor hallucis brevis। brevis का मतलब है insertion near the proximal phalanx, hallucis का मतलब है great toe पे उसकी स्लीव जा रही है, एंड digitorum का मतलब है उसकी स्लीव 4 डिजिट में जा रही है। So these two muscles are another small muscle are present at the dorsum of this foot. One it is the extensor digitorum brevis, another are the extensor hallucis brevis। So these two muscles are arise from this calcaneum at the lateral surface of this calcaneum, and insertion into this one is insertion into the proximal phalanx of this great toe, and another are insertion along the sleeve of this extensor digitorum longus to form a extensor digitorum expansor। उसकी नर्व सप्लाई है टर्मिनल ब्रांच ऑफ लिप पेरोनियल नर्व। All the anterior compartment of leg muscles is supplied by this peroneal nerve, and उसकी जो terminal branch है, it also supply this extensor hallucis brevis and extensor digitorum brevis. इसका action है MP means metaphalangeal joint, metatarsal phalangeal joint of the great toe. So extend up to the great toe. So these are the act as a anterior and dorsiflexion of the foot. Along with this extensor digitorum brevis and extensor digitorum longus help with this dorsiflexion of this foot and extend the metatarsophalangeal joint of the great toe. These are the dorsiflex and extensor. Now one clinical case, I give you a 27-year-old healthy individual was going to sleep. He felt severe pain in his leg, which was aggravated by the movement. He could not dorsiflex his feet. So what is the clinical case? The doctor found that his both legs are swollen and tender to pressure. Yes, there is a swelling in the leg. During this pressure, it is very severe tender. Arterial pulsation of dorsalis pedis artery disappear. This side you can palpate the pulsation of dorsalis pedis artery. Give the answer by check. This side you can palpate the pulsation of dorsalis pedis artery. Nobody? Medially. कहाँ पे medially? Which are the conic landmark? You can palpate the pulsation of dorsalis. Lateral to extensor hallucis longus. Okay. Between this medial malleolus and lateral malleolus. Okay, very good. So here you can palpate the pulsation of dorsalis pedis artery are disappear because of this swelling. He also not foot drops on the both side. So which are the case? Which are the medial to extensor? Foot drops on the both side. બંને સાઈડ पे तो दोनों नर्व डैमेज है कौन पेरोनियल नर्व दोनों साइड दोनों लेग पे. So diagnosis क्या है? Case of this anterior tibial compartment shift syndrome or the sign split. क्या है anterior compartment syndrome और anterior leg syndrome? Anterior compartment syndrome में क्या होता है? Excessive accumulation of tissue fluid in the anterior compartment of leg due to marked extension produce the anterior leg syndrome. The increased fluid pressure is manifest by the deep aching pain in the anterior compartment of leg, and this becomes more severe in dorsiflexion of foot. Venous return is diminished, arterial pulsation of dorsalis pedis artery disappear, and loss of cutaneous sensation may be noticed due to compression effect of the deep peroneal nerve. Longitudinal incision through the deep fascia decompress the area and relieve the symptoms. So these are the anterior leg syndrome or anterior tibial compartment syndrome. Also name is given this sign split. Sign split में क्या होता है? Sometimes athletics experience pain in front of leg without swelling of the anterior compartment. So it is believed to be caused by the stress fracture of the tibia. उसका नाम दिया है sign split. Sign split. So this one are the two clinical case, either is anterior leg syndrome or the sign split. So give the anterior compartment or the sign split. Also name is given this pressure syndrome. So it occur overextension of the muscles of the anterior compartment. So एथलेटिक्स का काम क्या है? पूरे दिन दौड़ने का रनर जो है तो उसे ओवर एक्सटेंशन हुआ है मसल्स का. ऐसे अकर द मसल्स ऑफ द कंपार्टमेंट swell due to the sudden overuse, which reduce the blood supply to the muscles, leading to ischemia and the pain. So it led to this anterior leg syndrome. So first question, what is meant by the anterior tibial compartment syndrome? क्वेश्चन सिर्फ लिख लो, बाद में आंसर मुझे व्हाट्सएप पर पूछ लेना या फिर मैं अभी डिस्प्ले कर देती हूँ. सो व्हाट इज meant by the anterior tibial compartment syndrome or the anterior leg syndrome? Second question है, what is the cause of this syndrome? What is the cause of this syndrome? Third question है, why anterior compartment of leg is susceptible to this syndrome? Fourth question है, name the nerve and artery which course within the anterior compartment of leg. Last, give cause of foot drop in this syndrome. So these are the questions likely to be asked in clinical case study. So first question है, उसका आंसर है, it is a clinical condition. Tibial artery, anterior tibial artery. Okay, very good, sir. It is clinical condition characterized by the pain and swelling of distal two-thirds of leg. Due to overextension, the muscles of anterior compartment of leg swell and compress the anterior tibial artery, leading to ischemia and pain. Third है, because the anterior compartment is confined mostly by the aniliating bone and the deep fascia. Fourth का आंसर है, deep peroneal nerve and anterior tibial artery. And compression of the deep peroneal nerve, it may lead to these foot drops. So these are the clinical conditions including in anterior leg syndrome. So उसमें क्या होता है, सीवियर पेन होता है. कब होता है, डोर्सिफ्लेक्स ऑफ दिस फुट करेंगे. क्यों होता है पेन? बिकॉज venous return is diminished and arterial pulsation of dorsalis pedis artery disappear हो जाएगी. Loss of cutaneous sensation may be noticed due to compression of this deep peroneal nerve. This clinical condition name is given this anterior leg syndrome. इसका क्या ट्रीटमेंट है? इंसिजन देके डीप फेशिया रिमूव करेंगे और डीकम्प्रेस कर देंगे. जो नर्व कंप्रेस हो रही है उसको रिलीव करेंगे. सो वहाँ पे सिम्टम रिलीव हो जाएंगे. सो दिस आर द एंटीरियर लेग सिंड्रोम. नो न्यूरोवास्कुलर बंडल और द आर्टरी ऑफ द एंटीरियर कंपार्टमेंट. कौन सी आर्टरी है? द टिबियालिस एंटीरियर. सो टिबियालिस एंटीरियर किसकी ब्रांच है? इट इज टर्मिनल ब्रांच ऑफ दिस popliteal artery. You see this diagram of the whole course of this tibialis anterior. आपकी बुक का ये है, जोरोसेकाई डायग्राम है. इंटरसेस मेम्ब्रेन के आगे पियर्स करके आगे आएगी वो एंटीरियर टिबियल आर्टरी, पीछे बैक ऑफ लेग में जाएगी पोस्टीरियर टिबियल आर्टरी. These are the terminal branch of this popliteal artery. It arises at the lower border of popliteus. The artery pass forward between the two head of tibialis posterior and third and oval gap above the interosseous membrane. It appears in the anterior compartment of this leg on the medial side of neck of fibula and descend in front of this interosseous membrane accompanied by a pair of pinna committee in the lower part of leg. The artery rests on the lower end of the tibia midway between this. कौन से के दोनों नो मसल्स के बीच में है? मीडियल एंड लेटरल मेडुलस के बीच में है. The hospital are never dirty place. The tibialis anterior, hospital, extensor, hallucis longus, फिर आर्टरी आएगी, फिर नर्व आएगी, उसके बाद आएगा एक्सटेंसर डिजिटोरम लॉन्गस. तो हेलुसियस एंड डिजिटोरम के बीच में आएगी एंटीरियर टिबियल आर्टरी. Mid between this medial and lateral medulla and appear on the dorsum of this foot. ये वाला है medial malleolus, lateral malleolus and medial malleolus and appear at this dorsum of this foot continuous as a dorsalis pedis artery. So this one are the course and relation of this anterior tibial artery. उसकी बिहाइंड में क्या आएगा, इंटरसेस मेम्ब्रेन आएगी। फ्रंट में आएगा टेंडन ऑफ एक्सटेंसर हेलिसेस लॉन्गर फ्रॉम लेटरल टू मीडियल साइड। मीडियली आएगा tibialis anterior, laterally आएगा extensor digitorum longus, peroneus truncated, and this peroneal nerve. This one are the lateral relation of this tibialis anterior arteries. Now उसकी branches हम देखेंगे one by one. So dorsalis pedis क्या है? It is continuation of this anterior tibial artery. ये वाली anterior tibial artery है और उसके जो continuous at the dorsum of foot में है, this one at the dorsalis pedis artery. So anterior tibial artery gives branches at the anterior compartment of this leg. First posterior tibial recurrent artery, anterior tibial recurrent artery, muscular branch, fourth one medial malleolar artery, fourth one lateral malleolar artery. These are the branches of this anterior tibial artery. You see this course and relation of the anterior tibial artery. Here upper half is between this tibialis anterior and extensor hallucis digitorum longus. Here nerves are hesitate by touching this anterior tibial artery, and here it crosses the tendon of this extensor hallucis longus. So it passes medially at the medial malleolus. Just we dip to this extensor retinaculum. Most medially there is tibialis anterior, then extensor hallucis longus, then anterior tibial artery. उसके बाद nerve आएगी with peroneal nerve. So the terminal part of this common peroneal nerve. Superficial peroneal nerve lateral common में जाएगी और यहाँ पे आएगी deep peroneal nerve. So it is branch of this common peroneal nerve. So anterior tibial artery के medially आएगा extensor hallucis longus, laterally आएगा this artery. This nerve are the deep peroneal nerve, and this tendon are the extensor digitorum longus and peroneus dorsal. Medially दो muscles है tibialis anterior and extensor hallucis longus. Laterally ये दो muscles आएगा digitorum longus and peroneus dorsal. दोनों के बीच में artery है, nerve है. The hospital are never dirty place. वो न्यूमेरिकल्स याद रखना है आपको, medial to lateral. So these are course and relation of this anterior tibial artery. उसकी ब्रांच है posterior tibial recurrent artery, anterior tibial recurrent artery, muscular branch, fourth one are the medial malleolar artery, and fifth one are the lateral malleolar artery. जो उसका नाम है उसी तरह उसका सप्लाई है, वही को उसको सप्लाई करते हैं. You see these are the anterior lateral malleolar artery, this one are the anterior medial malleolar artery. So medial साइड पे है medial malleolar, इसलिए medial malleolar artery. lateral साइड पे है lateral malleolar artery. यहाँ पे जो टार्सल आर्टरी है ना, lateral tarsal artery, medial tarsal artery, ये किसकी ब्रांच है? डोर्सालिस पेडिस की ब्रांच है. डोर्सालिस पेडिस की ब्रांच है lateral tarsal artery, medial tarsal artery, उसके बाद ये arcuate artery है, and first dorsal metatarsal artery. These are the branches of dorsalis pedis artery. Anterior tibial artery की ब्रांच है posterior tibial recurrent artery, anterior tibial recurrent artery, muscular branch. It supply this anterior compartment of leg muscles, medial malleolar artery, and lateral malleolar artery. Anastomosis around this malleolar network. So here there is a anastomosis occur at the medial malleolar and lateral malleolar by this medial and lateral malleolar artery. The dorsalis pedis artery, it is continuous at the dorsum of this foot. Just between this medial and lateral malleolus, you can palpate at the first cleft in between this tendon of this extensor hallucis longus and extensor digitorum longus. You can palpate the pulsation of this dorsalis pedis artery. Here it gives branches to medial side. There is a medial tarsal artery. Lateral side there is a lateral tarsal artery and arcuate artery, arch shape, and first dorsal metatarsal artery. This arcuate artery further it gives second, third, fourth, and fifth dorsal metatarsal artery, and this one are the dorsalis pedis artery. In this diagram are the pulsation of this dorsalis pedis artery. So it is continuation of this anterior tibial artery on the dorsum of this foot, and it gives branches. Now end of this solves by completing the plantar arterial arch joining with the deep branch of this lateral plantar artery. So these are the dorsalis pedis artery. At the fourth layer of this sole of this foot, the dorsum of this foot. So ये उसका branches है lateral tarsal, medial tarsal, arcuate artery, and first dorsal metatarsal artery. So this one are these branches of dorsalis pedis artery. End in the sole by completing plantar arterial arch joining with the branch of lateral plantar arteries. So this one are this dorsalis pedis artery. You can see at the sole of this foot. First dorsal metatarsal artery arises from the dorsal pedis artery just before the latter end the sole and extend forward in the calf between the great and second toe to divide into dorsal digital artery. Each root it provide a branch to the medial side of the great toe. So this one are the dorsalis pedis artery. उसके रिलेशन में एबो आएगा artery rest on capsule of this ankle joint, talus, navicular and intermediate piriform bone. Below that, above that covered by the skin, superficial and deep fascia, and is crossed to its terminal by the tendon of extensor hallucis brevis. Medially आएगा tendon of extensor hallucis, laterally आएगा deep peroneal nerve and digital tendon of this extensor digital longus for the second toe. So these are the relation of this dorsalis pedis artery. इसकी branches कितनी हैं? 4 branches है. Lateral tarsal, medial tarsal, arcuate artery, and last कौन सी थी? First dorsal metatarsal artery. So these are the branches of dorsalis pedis artery. See this diagram and its branches. Lateral tarsal, ये वाली है. This one are the lateral tarsal. This one are the medial tarsal. Dorsalis pedis की medial tarsals. These are the arcuate artery. So उसका shape है, इसमें वो artery का नाम दिया arcuate artery. Dorsal digital expansion जैसा उसका course है. Last one there is a first dorsal metatarsal artery. This one are the first dorsal metatarsal branches of dorsalis pedis artery. Now medullary network. Medial medullary network. Medial medullary network. Anterior medial medullary artery, medial tarsal, medial medullary calcaneum coming from the medial plantar artery. You see this diagram. This one are the anterior tibial artery, this one are the posterior tibial artery. दोनों है terminal branch of this popliteal artery. Anterior compartment में ये वाला है posterior compartment. ये कौन सा है? Medial side, medial malleolus of the tibia. At the medial malleolus, there get anastomosis between the branches of anterior tibial artery, branches of posterior tibial artery. Anterior tibial artery की जो ये branch है anterior medial malleolar artery. So anterior medial malleolar artery, it is branch of anterior tibial artery. Medial tarsal artery, it is branch of कौन सी branch है? Dorsalis pedis की branch है. Medial tarsal artery, it is branch of dorsalis pedis artery. Posteriorly जो posterior tibial artery है उसकी ये branch है medial malleolar artery. छोटी है calcaneal artery. यहाँ से जो ट्यूबिंग जा रही है from the medial plantar artery. So medial plantar and lateral plantar are the terminal branch of this posterior tibial artery. So anastomosis around the medial malleolar networks कौन सी दो आर्टरी के बीच में हो रहा है? Write down in chat. anterior tibial and posterior. Okay, good, very good. So branches of this anterior tibial artery and posterior tibial artery get anastomosis at the medial malleolar to form a medial malleolar network. Okay, so these are the medial network. Now lateral malleolar network. So lateral malleolar network, ये वाली जो है पेरोनियल आर्टरी, कौन से कंपार्टमेंट की आर्टरी है? पेरोनियल आर्टरी. राइट डाउन इन चैट. राइट. Sagar. Lateral, okay. Lateral compartment. So peroneal artery, it is the branch of terminal branch of this posterior tibial artery, and it innervate the or supply the and peroneal compartment or lateral compartment of leg. So here there is a peroneal artery and anteriorly there is a anterior tibial artery. उन दोनों की जो ब्रांच है एनास्टोमोसिस अराउंड द lateral malleolus to form a lateral malleolar network. Lateral malleolar network at the lateral side. Anterior lateral malleolar. So these one are the perforating branch of this peroneal artery. Perforating branch of peroneal artery. ये वाली है anterior lateral malleolar artery. ये वाली है lateral tarsal artery. Dorsalis pedis की ब्रांच है. So तीनों एनास्टोमोसिस हो रहा है at the lateral malleolar side. तीसरी है calcaneal branch of this peroneal artery and lateral plantar artery. Lateral malleolar network, it is formed by the branches of this peroneal artery, branches of this anterior tibial artery, branches of this dorsalis pedis artery, branches of this lateral plantar artery. So these are the anastomosis around the lateral side to form a lateral malleolar network. Anterior lateral malleolar, lateral tarsal, perforating branch. किसकी ब्रांच है? perforating branch peroneal artery की. हाँ, okay. Anterior tarsal malleolar किसके ब्रांच है? Anterior lateral malleolar artery. Anterior lateral malleolar artery branch of this anterior tibial artery. Perforating branch of this peroneal artery. Then lateral tarsal artery, branch of this dorsalis pedis artery. Calcaneal branch of the peroneal artery. ये वाली calcaneal branch है. Calcaneal branch of the peroneal artery. And last one is twin from the lateral plantar artery. So these are the anastomosis around the branches of the peroneal artery, branches of the anterior tibial artery, branches of this dorsalis pedis artery, and branches of this lateral plantar artery. So these are the anastomosis around the lateral malleolus network. Now deep peroneal nerve. So deep peroneal nerve, it is the terminal branch of this common peroneal nerve. इसका दूसरा नाम क्या लिखा है? एंटीरियर टिबियल नर्व और नर्वस हेजिटेंट. क्यों उसका नाम ऐसा दिया? नर्वस हेजिटेंट. राइट डाउन इन चैट. Why name is given this nervous hesitant? हेजिटेंट किसके साथ हेजिटेंट हो रहा है? It is hesitant by the anterior tibial artery, vena committed. Okay. Anterior tibial artery. So this is the one of the two terminal branch of this common peroneal nerve. One it is the superficial and deep peroneal nerve. So one of the two terminal branch of this common peroneal nerve. So it is gives a muscular branch. Which muscles? Anterior compartment of because they hesitate with this anterior tibial artery. Okay, good. Virgin. Good. So deep peroneal nerve reaches the dorsum of the foot beneath the extensor retinaculum. Accompany the lateral side of this dorsalis pedis artery and innervate between this tendon of extensor hallucis longus and first tendon of extensor digitorum longus. Why the nerve is divided into the lateral and medial terminal branch? Because it has a lateral terminal branch pass laterally deep to the extensor digitorum brevis and form the pseudo ganglion, for which it supply the overlying muscles and divide distally into the 3 introsate branch to supply the tarsal and metatarsal and pharyngeal joint. In the middle 3 toes and first branch give it wings to second dorsal introsate muscles. So lateral terminal branch क्या form कर रहा है? Pseudoganglion. Cutaneous branch of side of first and second toe. Muscular branch, deep terminal branch of the deep peroneal nerve. So these are the deep peroneal. यहाँ पे है common peroneal nerve and deep peroneal nerve. So common peroneal nerve की दो terminal branch है. अब मैंने देखा superficial peroneal nerve कहाँ पे जाएगी? Lateral compartment में. And deep peroneal nerve कहाँ पे आएगी? Anterior compartment. इसलिए उसका दूसरा नाम दे anterior tibial nerve भी दिया है. वो एजिटेट हो रही है एंटीरियर टिबियल आर्टरी के साथ, इसलिए उसका दूसरा नाम दे नर्वस एजिटेंट. और इट गिव्स द मस्कुलर ब्रांच टू एंटीरियर कंपार्टमेंट ऑफ लेग and it supply the muscles of four muscles: tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus, and peroneus tertius. And cutaneous branch of side of first and second toe. An articular branch, it supply the joint surrounding this ankle joint, tarsal joint. TM is tarso-metatarsal joint and VM is metatarso-phalangeal joint. So these are the articular branches of this deep peroneal nerve. So common peroneal nerve is divided into the superficial and deep peroneal nerve. In the middle 1/3, the nerve hesitates to cross the artery from its medial side, so it goes to the lateral side of the artery. Here it gives muscular branch and two terminal branch, lateral and medial terminal branch. So muscular branch it supply this muscle to anterior compartment of leg, tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus, and peroneus tertius. These are the muscular branch. And this nerve is divided into this lateral terminal branch. यहाँ पे आएगी लेटरल टर्मिनल ब्रांच और यहाँ से जाएगी मीडियल टर्मिनल ब्रांच. अभी लेटरल टर्मिनल ब्रांच जो है डीप टू दिस एक्सटेंसर डिजिटरम ब्रेविस में से पास होगी एंड यहाँ पे आएगा लो डिजिटरम लॉन्गस था उसके डीप में आएगा extensor digitorum brevis to form a pseudoganglion, through which it supply the overlying muscles and divide into the three introsite branch to supply the tarsal and metatarsophalangeal joint of the middle three toes. The first branch gives eight wings to second dorsal introsite muscles. And जो second है medial terminal branch, वो कहाँ पास होगी? Lateral to the dorsalis pedis artery and providing to first dorsal introsite muscles and first metatarsophalangeal joint and pierce the deep fascia to supply the skin of the adjacent side of the great and second toe. So ये दो terminal branch है, lateral terminal and medial terminal branch. Deep peroneal. Now peroneus compartment or the lateral compartment of leg. So peroneus compartment also name is given this fibular compartment. So these are the two muscles present at the lateral compartment of this leg. First you see this boundary of this lateral compartment or the peroneal compartment. The peroneal compartment is bound medially by the peroneal surface of the fibula, laterally by the deep fascia, in front and behind the respective by the anterior and posterior intermuscular septa. So it contains the two muscles, peroneus longus and peroneus brevis. Also name is given this fibular longus and fibular brevis muscle. उसकी nerve supply is superficial peroneal nerve or the musculocutaneous nerve. Superficial peroneal nerve or the musculocutaneous nerve of this leg, these one are the peroneal compartment or lateral compartment of these leg muscles. It innervated by the two muscles, fibular longus and fibular brevis. So another name is given this fibular nerve also. Fibular nerve or the superficial peroneal nerve. It is the terminal branch of this common peroneal. You see these are the origin of this lateral surface of this shaft of fibula lower 2/3. Here there is a origin of this peroneus brevis lower 2/3. कौन से टाइप का मसल से वो भी बाइपिनोथेल. It arises from this lower 2/3 of peroneal surface of fibula and from the intramuscular septum. In middle third of the fibula, its origin lies in front of peroneus longus. Insertion of this peroneus brevis ventral medullus encroach contact with the bone and complete with the peroneus longus tendon and its dorsal side pass beneath the superior peroneal reticulum enveloped by the common synovial sheath and it intersects at the base of fifth metatarsal bone. Diagram में देखो this is the insertion of this base of fifth metatarsal bone. Here there is insertion of this peroneus brevis. In peroneus brevis का origin lower half of this fibula at the lateral surface, insertion at the base of this fifth metatarsal. Longus का origin is above the peroneus brevis at the lateral surface of this fibula. Insertion उसका कहाँ पे है? At the base of first metatarsal. At the lateral side. Got it? The peroneus longus and brevis दोनों की नाव सप्लाई क्या है? नाव सप्लाई of the peroneus longus and brevis. उसके नाम से fibular nerve और superficial peroneal nerve. Okay, superficial peroneal nerve, it is branch of this dominant branch of this common peroneal nerve. This one are the common peroneal nerve. ये वाली deep peroneal nerve it जा रही थी anterior compartment में. Superficial peroneal nerve जा रही है lateral compartment में और fibular nerve. So these are the nerve supply of the peroneal compartment. Superficial peroneal nerve. इसका action है act as a inverter of foot and maintain the lateral longitudinal arch. Medial longitudinal arch कौन से muscle से हो रहा था? Medial longitudinal arch is maintained by which muscle? Write down in chat. Tibialis anterior. Okay, good. Brevis नहीं आएगा. Tibialis anterior it maintains the medial longitudinal arch. And lateral longitudinal arch is maintained by which muscles? Write down in chat. Maintain the lateral longitudinal arch. Peroneus longus. Okay, good. So it maintains the lateral longitudinal arch and inverter. Peroneus longus and brevis. उसकी nerve supply है superficial peroneal nerve. It is a fibrous band. Superficial peroneal reticulum maintain करने के बीच में से जा रही है. Superficial peroneal nerve का दूसरा नाम क्या दिया हमने? Superficial peroneal nerve. Hesitant नहीं बोलता. Fibular okay. Hesitant तो deep peroneal nerve आएगी. Okay, musculocutaneous. Okay, good, very good. Superficial peroneal nerve, musculocutaneous nerve, it arises from the superficial division of common peroneal nerve on the lateral side of the neck of fibula and lies initially deep to the peroneus longus. The nerve pass downward between the peroneus longus and brevis and supply the both muscles. Okay, peroneus longus and brevis. And it pierces the deep fascia behind the anterior intermuscular septum at the junction between the upper 2/3 of the lower third of leg. So this is the superficial peroneal nerve. It supplies the skin of lower part of leg and divide into medial and lateral branches to supply the most of the skin of the dorsum of foot. जो हमने देखा था medial and lateral terminal branch deep peroneal nerve की, यहाँ पे भी medial and lateral branch है. It supplies the skin of the dorsum of the foot. ये हुई superficial peroneal nerve at the dorsum of the foot. Now next, medial side of this thigh. Here only there is a three muscles are inserted to form a gyro. कौन से तीन muscles है? लिखो by check. Which muscle are maintained by the SGS, sartorius, gracilis and semitendinosus. sartorius कौन से कंपार्टमेंट का मसल्स था? sartorius, gracilis and semitendinosus, anterior compartment. gracilis are medial compartment. Okay, semitendinosus are the back of thigh muscles. They all are the arise from this different part of this hip bone. These are the anterior superior spine. These are eccentricity, semitendinosus, and gracilis arise from this congenital pubic ramus, adductor compartment of thigh muscles. And the insertion at the same single position at the medial surface of this tibia to form sartorius, gracilis, and semitendinosus. Name is given this diagram. At the medial side of this leg to stabilize the bony pelvis on the femur, maintain the stability of this picture. So greater part of this surface is subcutaneous in upper part of inserted to the sartorius, gracilis and semitendinosus. In between there is a कौन सी वर्सा है वो तीनों मसल्स के बीच में head down insert. Which bursa are located within these three muscles? Sartorius, gracilis and semitendinosus. Insertion. Okay, good. So insertion bursa, it separates the three muscles from bony surface of the tibia and tibial collateral ligament. This applied the insertion bursa, it is cause pain and swelling at this side. So this one are the insertion bursa, medial side of this thigh. So identify this seat. What is this? This one are the peroneus longus. So below जा रहे हैं, this one are the peroneus longus. This one are the peroneus brevis. उसका आंसर कहाँ पे है? peroneus brevis का. This one are the base of fifth metatarsal. peroneus longus देखो यहाँ से deep में जाएगा. At the sole of foot के fourth layer में वो insertion first metatarsal के base में lateral surface पर आएगा. In medial canthus. So these two muscles are the peroneal component. This one are the peroneal retinaculum. These tendon are the tendocalcaneus and the tendocalcaneum at the back of leg muscles. These are the tibialis anterior, common synovial shape with this extensor digitorum longus. Here there is a extensor hallucis longus. This one extensor digitorum longus. This one are the retinaculum superior and inferior extensor retinaculum. So here there is a complete the class of this anterior compartment, lateral compartment, dorsum of foot. So neurovascular